Hi Taurus, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Taurus is your general intuitive reading for the time between the 10th and the 24th of April. I'm going to draw two rows. The first row is going to relate to this week, the 10th to the 17th. The second row is going to relate to the second week, or the 18th to the 24th, okay? I'm also doing something a little bit different in this reading as well. I am a Reiki master, as I always tell you, and I never talk about it, but I have been intuitively guided to include some Reiki in this video for you today, okay? So when we perform Reiki at a distance, we intend that the Reiki is for your highest good, and we also intend that you receive that Reiki at a time when it is appropriate to you. Now, the Reiki will be activated during the course of the reading. I won't tell you when, but it will be, I promise, and you will receive your healing at that time, okay? So, I've already shuffled and meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera, and then we will get started. Now, clearly you've got a lot of cards that wanted to come out for you. These are your clarifying cards. You can't see them yet. In fact, there's another one actually. There's more. Your readings are interesting because there seems to be you want to move. You want to go somewhere. You want to leave something or start something. That sounds vague, but the energy is like pushing in this direction, and it's been like that for the last couple of months for you. You're trying to move out of a situation that you are currently in, Taurus, and you've been trying to move out of that situation for some time now, for at least 2 or 3 months. And I can't tell you, it's pushing away, and all this energy, it's here. Now, as I always say, I read intuitively, and I can read these cards already. That's why I face them down, because otherwise I'll get overwhelmed with the energies. This is a card at the base of your reading. It's a Queen of Wands. So this is feeling confident, feeling passionate. The card at the base of the reading is, feeling inspired as well was the word that wanted to come through. Now, the card at the base of the reading is really the perspective that you should see this time period through. So this is about you understanding what you're inspired to do, understanding where that confidence is coming from. There's a sense of knowing. There's a sense of knowing. You know what I'm talking about right now. You understand what I mean when I say you are wanting to go in a specific direction. If this was the King of Wands, we'd be saying, right, you're going for it. But this is the Queen of Wands, which means the queens are all about our inner wisdom and understanding and our awareness. And that's what this is about. It's about you becoming aware of the direction you want to move in. Not necessarily taking action right now, but becoming aware that this move or this change is trying to come through. There's a lot of cards here. So we'll just get started, okay? This is the first card. Oh, yes. How lovely that I just mentioned him and he's here. Okay, King of Wands, Taurus. Now, this is a card of taking action in a direction that you want to go in. The cards are very active. You know, as I said, there's definitely movement. It might be that some of you want to go back to something that you were doing in the past. go back to school, go back to college, to retrain, to start something new, to sort of to improve your status. Also potentially going back to a person, a partner, potentially. You've distracted me because your energy is, there's very strong energy here. I'm just going to quickly show you the astrology for the month of April, which is here. Those of you that follow me on Key Wisdom Tarot will have already seen this. You can read the description of the key dates below, okay? And also a very important transit, which we're all, which is affecting all of us right now, is Venus in Pisces until the 20th of April. This is the energy of healing our heart space, healing our heart chakras. So this is really a portal, a time where we can have new emotional experiences, a time where we can release some of the past hurt and pain that we've had. The universe is helping us to do that. There's a reading about this time period, an intuitive collective reading that's available. You can watch that right now on my, well, after this video, obviously. Okay, let's have a look at these. So there's a lot of cards that wanted to come out all at the beginning, so I just have to do what the reading wants me to do. Okay, so the Hermit energy is Virgo's energy. Okay, it's all about what's within. It's all about understanding what is within. It's about you actively seeking to understand what is within. It might be that, and by that we mean you might actually isolate yourself, you might take time out, you might move away from people in order that you can hear yourself, in order that you can hear what it is you want, in order that you can feel and recognize what it is you want, where it is you want to go, who it is you want, what it is you want to start, what it is you want to begin. There's a definite urge to move, and I know what this card is already underneath, and so do you. It's this energy here. We'll come back to you in a minute. That's you. We've got this energy here of the Four of Pentacles, because you haven't been moving. You haven't been moving. You've wanted to move for some time. You've wanted to go in a different direction for some time. You've wanted to retrain, get back with her, get back with him, whatever it is for you as an individual. You've wanted to do this for some time, end this relationship, start this business, but you have not done it. But this is really about consolidation as well, the Four of Pentacles. It's really about consolidation. It's about, okay, let me figure it out. Let me wait and see. Let me understand the truth of why I'm being pulled in this direction. Let me understand the truth of why I want to go in a different direction. That's kind of what this energy is about. So they're all kind of connected here. But this one's about going for it. This one's about taking action. And so is this, okay? The King of Pentacles. This is you. This is your energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is our energy. I'm a Capricorn. This is our energy. And this is wanting to manifest. Taking action to manifest security. All Pentacles energy are about manifesting security, putting in energy and effort to create the security that we want. And it's as if suddenly, Taurus, you're finally starting to realize, understand, accept the things that you do want, the direction you do want to go in, the changes you do want to make. And actually, it's looking like you are going to hopefully start to do that. There may have been some what we call false starts. So you may have, I'll do a little bit of research and then you've given up, or let me reach out and then you've given up. That might have already happened, but we're moving in this time to actually starting to hopefully actually move and do something and go somewhere. Okay, so let's have a look now at these next cards. Okay, so we've got this here. So this could be related to a relationship. Someone that you love, or someone that you've, or a relationship that you're currently in, a past relationship. It could be related to moving on from that, getting back with somebody, whatever. But the Five of Cups is, fives are all about change. They're all about recognizing that change is necessary. So this is about recognizing that, you know, the feelings that you've been carrying around with you, the things that have been holding you back, the things that have been stopping you from moving forward, from taking the action that you want to do, it's about releasing those things. As I said, Venus is in Pisces now, and this is about having us all transforming, and us all having new emotional experiences, and us all healing our heart space, our heart chakras. This energy suggests that this is something that you still need to do. You still need to accept and recognize that the reason you haven't been taking action is because you have been carrying around these negative emotions that are unnecessary. They are unnecessary now. It is time to transform from them now. It is time to start to recognize that you can release these and understand how they've affected you with the Hermit energy and actually take action in the direction that you want to go in, okay? The next energy here, another Queen. So these are all energies. The Kings, the Queens, the Pages, the Knights, they're all palpable energies that you feel, okay? They're all things. So in this instance with the King, it's like, I really want to go in a direction. I can't stop myself from wanting to. I understand what I want to do now and I'm going to go for it. The Queen of Swords, sword energy is about our thoughts, our minds, our clarity, our consciousness, our communication, what we say, what we think, what we allow ourselves to say and think. This is the energy of the swords, okay? Our knowing, our higher understanding of something. With it being the Queens, it's about understanding from a higher perspective the impact of these negative emotions and the impact of holding yourself back, the impact of suppressing yourself. It may be that you also want to have a conversation with somebody. You want to speak your truth. You're trying to understand or work out how to have these conversations and what to say. But it's as if now it's time. It's like you realise now it's time that you must walk away. It might be from just the hurt of the past, or it might be from an actual situation that you're currently in. So a relationship, a job, etc. It might be a relationship that you're currently in, or a situation that you're currently in that you feel like, okay, I understand what I need now. I understand what I want now. Or it might just be, as I said, an actual person. Did I say? You know what I mean. I can't remember what I've just said then. Anyway, next one, we've got this. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So we know that you're heading towards security. We know that you're heading toward manifesting the security that you want. We know this. It's as if you understand how to do this now. You are the King of Pentacles as well, okay? It's as if you're starting to understand, okay, I know what I need to do and what I want to do to manifest the security that I want. But it's going to take you to be strong. It's going to take you to step out of your comfort zone. It's going to take you to do things that you have been reluctant to do. You may have been reluctant to do them because you don't want to hurt your family, your friends, your work colleagues, your boss, whatever. You don't want to hurt those people potentially. You know, Taurus, you're a Capricorn. Taurus, you're an earth sign, so you're compassionate. You know, we are naturally want other people to be happy around us. We naturally want other people to feel good in our company. We don't like to let people down. Not that we don't. You know, of course Capricorns and Tauruses let people down, and Virgos, of course we do. But it's something that it's very hard for you to do. It's hard for you to admit sometimes that, okay, I don't want this. I don't want this job. I don't want this situation. I don't want this person. It's going to take strength for you to go after the type of security that you want, to manifest the type of relationship or work situation that you want. It's potentially going to mean leaving something behind when we have this strength card here, because we're trying to start a new cycle. We're trying to start a new karmic cycle. We're trying to go in a new direction or have new experiences. And that is actually something that takes a huge amount of strength. Could be a Leo involved. It could be related to work for some people. You could work with a Leo. That could be your boss, for example. This could be a parent, the Leo. Either way, there's an understanding for you coming through this week that things have to change. It's almost as if you have waited and waited and waited. Four of Pentacles. You've tried to understand the Hermit energy. And now you do. King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Now you do. Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. And you want to start moving. You want to start going for it. There's these two. I can't believe how many cards want to come out for you today. This one wants to come out. This one wants to come out. You've been fighting it. You've been fighting that internal struggle. You've been arguing with yourself. You've been going back and forth. You've been telling yourself no. You've been keeping it hidden. You've been keeping it down. You've been fighting the urge to do this, to go in that direction, to ask that question, to stop that, to begin that. You've been fighting that urge, but it's almost building up like an explosion within you. It's almost building up as if an eruption is coming. An eruption is going to happen. You're starting to change. You can feel that change coming. And other people are going to start to see that change too. Other people are going to start to see that change too. See, it's coming. It's here. You're going to have those conversations. You're going to take that action. You're going to tell that person what you think. It might come out like, it might turn into an argument just because you've sat on it for so long. You've been feeling it for so long, for months. I mean, I felt it in the last couple of readings for you. So the last couple of months, this year definitely. I felt that energy that you want to move, you want to push in a new direction, but you're stopping yourself, you're holding yourself back. It's as if this energy, this change, this internal change is gonna just erupt out of you. So that's why it could create some conflicts with those people around you. But conflict is healthy. It's healthy. Conflict is healthy because because what's not healthy is to suppress. It's not healthy to suppress our truth. It's not healthy to suppress what we feel. It's not healthy to ignore what we want. It's not healthy to ignore our dreams. It's not healthy to do that. And some of you this week, potentially, are going to have these conversations. But tarot times being as they are, it could be, it's coming. This is the energy that's coming. It's coming. It's here. Okay? Oh, I would say use the opportunity. The Judgment card comes out. I've learned a lot about this Judgment energy. You've not seen me for a while, guys. I always say to the clients that I do my personal readings for, even though you don't see me, I'm still working. Even though I don't get paid, I'm still working, yeah? So when I've been going through my the last Mercury retrograde during Pisces season, was an extremely energetically intense time. I went through a Kundalini awakening, and I developed a really deep understanding of some more of the archetypes. One of them was the Judgment card, actually, the energy of judgment. And I always talk about judgment as being an event, a situation, a circumstance that happens that reveals truths. So yeah, this conversation that you're having. But also, this is also I understand it now as a message from our higher self. It's when our higher self gets involved in our lives. Our higher self comes down and says, right, okay, we're gonna make sure that it's kind of like the tower. We're gonna make sure that change happens. We're gonna make sure that you know this, that you get the message. This is that type of energy. It's as if there's something that you can no longer avoid. There's something that you can no longer ignore. There's a direction that you want to go in that you can no longer ignore. Maybe it's reconciliation for some of you, but as I said, for some of you, it's just it's nothing to do with love. It's about your situation where you're at now. The situation that you're in, you want to change. You are ready to change it. And it's like when this card comes in, there's no denying it anymore. Not to yourself and not to other people. Okay? Look at what we've got here. The Nine of Cups and the Chariot. I'll talk about the Chariot first of all. The Chariot this is the yin and yang, okay? Yin and yang. So masculine and feminine. So internal, that's feminine, internal emotions and feelings, and our external actions and what we do. And this is the only way we can move the chariot, the only way we can make progress toward victory, is if there's a balance between these two things. If we are acting authentically, if our external actions are actually a true reflection of our internal emotions and our internal feelings, that is what you are trying to achieve, because you're living, some of you feel like you're living a lie. Some of you like you're living a lie. You feel like you are in a situation that you don't want to be in, that you know you don't want to be in, that you're tied to. And it's not like you hate that person or you hate that job or you hate that. It's not that. But it's that you just feel like you want to be in a different situation, whatever that is for you as an individual. You feel in it that this movement of wanting to be in a different situation, it's coming through. It's coming through so strongly now. And it's something that potentially, this is two meanings here. This is two meanings here. Some of you may have been excessively drinking, to forget our problems, to suppress or emotions, to suppress the urges that you've been feeling to go in a specific direction, to take specific action. Some of you may have been trying to avoid those feelings by drinking. But others of you, this is a wish fulfillment. This is something that you want and you've always wanted. You've wanted this for some time. You've wanted to go in this direction for some time, but you've held yourself back out of honor, out of integrity, out of not wanting to hurt other people, out of not wanting to upset somebody else, not wanting to upset the status quo. It's not even about money at this point. It's not even about, I need to retrain so I get more money. It's not even about that. It's about the fact that you understand that this cannot continue. I cannot continue in this space. I cannot continue in this relationship, in this job, whatever your situation is, in this family. I cannot continue in this situation. I need, because there's something else that's for me and I need to go after it. You've suppressed it for so long. It's time to no longer suppress that now. And it looks like this is the time to do it. Remember what I said to you, the Venus in Pisces is a very healing transit. It's helping us all to heal. It's helping us all to clear our heart space and our heart chakra. It's helping us to connect with our truths, with ourselves. And you are no exception. You are getting that energy too, Taurus, okay? So, now decision time comes in. You have the conversation. It might turn into an argument. Doesn't matter if it does. That's what's necessary. You've suppressed. It's time to have that conversation. Now what do you do? Now where do you go? Are you going to take that action? It's hard to juggle somebody else's feelings or what somebody else wants with what you want, with your desires, with your dreams, with your wishes. It's hard. But the universe wants you to be happy. Security, I always say, in fact, let me show you. This is, those people that follow me on Instagram, you've seen this. On Facebook, you've seen this. If you persevere with the discomfort, will the situation improve? Some of you will be willing to. Some of you will be willing to persevere. You'll have the conversation. You'll have the argument. You'll tell your truth. And then some of you will continue to persevere. You'll continue to persevere in a situation. You'll continue to try to suppress yourself. This year, you're not going to be able to. By December, you're going to be in a very different situation. All of us are. Because that's when the second eclipse comes in Capricorn season, about the 25th of December, I think, or 21st of December. And some of you will choose to stay where you are, even though now everything's out in the open. But some of you will not. This is you weighing that decision up. And I was about to say the Ten of Wands, because this is the energy. This is the Ten of Wands. This is the Ten of Wands. Remember, all tens are opportunities for a new beginning, but you've got to put down the wands and you've got to look up and you've got to walk through that door. So you ask yourself that question: if I persevere in this situation, if I persevere with the discomfort, will the situation improve? You already know the answer to that question. But this is what some of you are weighing up in this third week of April. You're weighing that up because you're afraid. You don't think that for some reason, you don't think that you deserve happiness. Maybe you think that because you're letting people down, or you're letting someone down, that you don't deserve happiness, but you do. You deserve a happy, easy, joyful, productive, abundant life. We all do. And we all have that in our life path. But we fight it, we suppress it. How many people have heard that call and ignored it? Change gon' come. I will not call you reading that. Change gon' come. So this is the universe stepping in now. This is the universe saying, no, do you know what? It's time for a change. It's time for change. It's time for movement. It's time for new experiences. It's time for you to get out of this situation. It's time for you to put down these wands. It's time for you to do it. Universe is going to bring that change in for you. Yes. This is your life path. This is your angels, your guides, the universe, God, whatever you believe individually, celebrating your success, saying, yes, finally you're on the right path. Finally you're on the right path. Finally you are on your path. You are where you should be. You are taking that action. Threes are related to the sun, the solar plexus, which is all about expansion, all about authenticity, all about living our truth, all about acting on our truths and going in that direction. So I'm celebrating for you, Taurus, and I hope that you are too. But you're the one. I mean, as I said, some people will want to persevere in an uncomfortable situation. It's like, I'm old. I'm not old. I'm 36. I mean, I'm 36 and fabulous, obviously. But when you're younger, school age, college age, 16, 17, 18, and we were having a discussion once with me and my friends. I've still got the same friends now. And they were saying how, on our friends who were, my male friends were saying, men never want to end a relationship. Like, they will stay in a relationship. They'll be miserable in that relationship, but they do not want to end that relationship. This is at that age. I don't know how it is nowadays, but, And we were laughing about it, like, oh, no, but why? If you don't want to be with someone, just don't be with them. Why can't men just say, I don't want to be with you anymore? Nowadays, they do all that ghosting business, don't they? Excuse me. But anyway, so this is like, if you're a male Taurus watching this, this is like, you tell her, for example, you don't want to be with her. Excuse me. No, you don't tell her that you don't want to be with her, but you keep arguing and eventually she leaves. This is like she's leaving, and you wanted that all along, and you're happy about it, but you just didn't want to act on it. For example, it's that type of energy coming in. So it's like you wanting to quit a job or retrain or whatever, and something else happens that means that you didn't have to make the decision, even though it's what you wanted. If that makes sense, I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm speaking quite quickly, but that's just because there are so many cards here that we still have to get through. Okay, so let's look at the next ones. Wow. Okay, this is why I do one at a time. Okay, the Tower's coming in, so the change is coming. This is my favourite card. I've already mentioned the Tower because it is a similar energy to Judgment. It feels quite similar, as does the Ace and the Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. They feel quite similar to experience energetically. They're very overwhelming energies. I mean, when I went through the Tower about a couple of weeks ago in March. That was an experience and a half, I tell you that. Wow. And I was dizzy for days. I mean, I couldn't eat. It was very intense. It's very intense when it hits you, this energy. But it provides you ultimately with clarity, and it puts you where you need to be. It's as if you cannot fail to see it with the Tower. This energy is coming in, so change is definitely coming. As I said, some of you Tauruses, you would persevere in this situation. You would persevere in this situation. You would persevere with this discomfort if this didn't happen. If you didn't get the sack, you would have carried on with the job that you hated. If he didn't leave you, you'd have stayed in that relationship, for example. Does that make sense? So it's that type of energy coming through. Change is going to come because you've been stuck for too long in this situation. You've been stuck. This is responsibilities. This is being tied. The devil energy, I'm a devil. I'm a Capricorn. This is my card. And I'm fabulous. So don't fear it when you see this card. The devil energy is about being worldly responsibilities, our desire and our focus on worldly pursuits. I've got to have a good family. I've got to have a good job. I've got to have enough money. I've got to do this. But the devil, what it does, this energy, what it means is it's about transforming from that. It's about being so committed to these worldly pursuits and our identities that we transform and realize that actually our souls, our wishes, our dreams are important and are worthy of pursuit. So it's as if you're getting that injection. It's as if the universe is saying to you, it's time for you to actually do what you feel is right for you, as for your soul, for your heart, as opposed to doing what you think you should do because that's what society tells you is the right thing to do, if that makes sense. Remember, your card is the Hierophant. That's institutions, that's society, that's the structures of the social structures. And you're committed to those social structures, just like Capricorn is. But we transform from them. We learn to listen to our higher selves. And this energy is coming in, Taurus, to help you to transform. It might be in the form of an opportunity, an offer, a new job offer comes in, or a new person comes in, or something like that. Or this might be you. This might be you finally doing it, finally going out and offering something, finally going out and getting that opportunity that you want, grasping it. So it's interesting. It's going to happen. Whether it's, I don't know if you're going to be the one that makes it happen, or whether you seize this opportunity. This for me was my life this time last year. This was me last year. So I'm doing my job as a teacher. I'm working as a teacher. I know it's important. I've got to pay my bills. And then my car fails. It's MOT. My car breaks down. That's my tower moment. And I've got an opportunity. I'm going to take it. I'm going to start my business. 12 months later, I'm here. I'm still going strong. I've quit my job. That's this energy. So it's something, a similar sort. It doesn't mean your car's going to break down, but it's something like that. That type of situation and that type of opportunity, and you seizing it. I seized that opportunity. I had a 2-week window, basically, to decide if I was going to do this, if I was going to do this job, if I was going to quit my job as a teacher. I had a 2-week window because that's how long it took for my car to be fixed. And I couldn't work whilst my car was being fixed because I live in Leeds and I worked all over West Yorkshire. So I had to have a car. So I had this opportunity and I thought, you know what, I'm taking this opportunity. I seized it and I'm happy that I did. You've still got all these cards here. Whew, this is a long reading. They're not ready yet. So do your research, do your homework, find out what it is you want to do. Apply for the jobs, find the house, look for the position, speak to the person, find out what that other person's doing. You're at that point now where you have to act. You feel that you have to act. You understand that you have to act. And even if you don't want to act, you are going to have to. And there's going to be an opportunity that opens up for you. And the universe is celebrating that opportunity for you. This is the diligence of the Page of Swords. This is saying that you can do it. You have got the skills, the mental capacity. You have got the ability to research, to find out, to fact find what it is you need to do and to find out in order to manifest the type of opportunity or situation that you want to create for yourself, okay? And look, the star card's here. So this is telling us that it's actually destiny. It is your soul. This is what I'm saying. You can't ignore your DNA. I mean, I tried for many, many years to ignore this, to ignore the urge to do this, to reach out to help people with their healing, because it's actually within my DNA. It's actually it's really the reason that I'm here, to do this work. That's why I'm here on this planet, to do this type of work. And for you, it's the same. There's something that you want to do, excuse me, that you feel drawn to do. You feel drawn in a specific direction. And again, you can ignore it, and you have ignored it, and you have suppressed it for some time, for at least 3 months, but longer than that, I feel. And it's time now to do it. It's your destiny. It's where you should be. It's what you should be doing. This is the last card that wants to come out. Look, Temperance wants to come out next. Temperance energy. Look at all these major arcanas, by the way. Temperance, excuse me, is literally the card of mindfulness, the card of being present. People talk about it being healing. It is healing. And it's because we are absolutely aware of what we are experiencing in every given moment. If we are aware of what we are experiencing in the moment, it leads to our expansion, it leads to our understanding, it leads to our clarity. If you listen to what you're feeling, if you listen to what you're experiencing, then you know instinctively what your next step should be. Finally, we'll look at these three. I feel like this is with these two cards here. You know, I know you're afraid. I know you're afraid. I was afraid. I was scared, but I felt this. I felt it. I felt it. I could see, I knew everything was going to be fine. Everything was going to be fine. I knew. But I was scared. I was defensive. I was worried. What if she doesn't want me? What if he doesn't want me? What if it doesn't work out? You know, what if this is all going to go wrong? What if I have nothing? What if I end up with nothing? What if I end up on the street? What if I can't feed myself? I've tried in the past, it didn't work out. This is you feeling inadequate. This is you feeling not good enough. This is you feeling like you are not worthy, and you are worthy. You know, it's time to recognize that you are worthy. It's time to recognize that you matter, that what you feel matters, that what you want matters, that what you want to experience matters. And that these energies are a culmination of the continual, of you continually ignoring yourself, of you continually suppressing yourself. I felt like this. It might be that you want to take some time out. It might be that you feel like I need to get away. I need to just spend some time thinking, to spend some time recognizing and connecting with what I'm feeling and thinking. With the four of swords, the meditation card. Fours are about our foundations, the structures within our lives, and this is you reflecting on those structures within your lives, your mental structures, the things that you're telling yourself, your consciousness, your conscious structures. So this is why we call the Four of Swords the meditation card. You know, really, Taurus, the opportunity is here for you now. The window, the door is open. And it's about you taking that opportunity. It's about you moving through it. It's about you going for it. I'm going to stop there because otherwise I will be here all day. I can't believe how many cards came out then. Taurus, I hope you like this reading. It's very uplifting, I feel. It's really saying that the door is open now. It's time to go. It's time to move. You can do it. And actually, not only do you feel that within you, but actually the universe is going to help and support to bring that change and to bring that movement into your life as well. Okay, so Taurus, if you like that reading, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, that's how you can support my channel. You can also share this content on your social media, your Facebook, your WhatsApp, etc. if you think it might help other people as well. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications of new uploads. I always love to read your comments as well, so leave me your comments. And don't forget, you can follow Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram and on Facebook, Key Wisdom Tarot. There's a few extra readings, collective messages, the Venus in Pisces reading, and there's also a twin flame reading as well that's available. You can watch those as well. Okay, my darlings, I'll be back with you in probably next week with just an additional reading. So have a fabulous couple of weeks, my darling, okay? Go after the things that you want. You are worthy of love. You are deserving of love. You are capable of love. Okay, Taurus, thank you so much for being here. Take care, my darlings. Bye.